You're in the splash zone.
Watch out, lady. I'm gonna
Yeah,
splash all over your zone.
she shakes her head
Oh my
and she's
God.
just like, I can't drink water in my own home. And she looks at Abraham, who's like slightly around the corner.
Can I
And
pull out a water bottle out of my bag?
you can, yes.
I pull out a water bottle, and I open it up and I sniff it. And I'm like, okay, never mind, that's the wrong one. And I open up and I grab another water bottle. I'm like, here. I'm like, I haven't opened this one.
She gives you a look like you just tried to give her cyanide.
No, I was gonna give her maybe, but you
Yeah, and
know,
she looks at you, and she just literally like puts her head up and
yeah.
walks, tiptoes, like goes around the other side, and she says, "Abraham, I'll be in the home theater."
Home
As she walks
theater.
away, I'm like, you're welcome.
Getting railed by the pool boy.
And she goes by one of the display wines
99%.
and just takes it off of the display.
Oh my
Keeps
God.
walking.
This chick.
Hey man, maybe she's nice.
And Abraham says, "It is bachelorette night. She gets testy."
Well, let's try and finish this fast then.
He nods. He's like, "Please, I'd rather not deal with two monsters in one night."
Alright, and I guess we just walk back to the door again.
Yeah, and Abraham Lee comes back around the corner, and Abraham grabs hunting rifles and just like has it in his hands.
As we're all hovering next to the door, getting ready to go down there and murk something, I look over at everyone. I'd like to watch The Bachelorette after this.
There's no time! As he kicks open the door.
Kicks open the door. Abraham's like, "I have it recorded."
Oh my God. I just look at you like, how could you? How could you stoop to that fucking filth? The government is shoving that down your throat.
Oh my God.
Who's at the front?
I assume
I think
Atticus and Benny.
So yeah, you open the door and y'all turn, and immediately as you open the door, you hear the sound of rushing water.
Oh God.
Atticus lets you lead, Benny. You'll learn.
Benny kind of looks at his handgun. I guess it's not as useful. As he holds the pipe and just walks down.
Jesus.
Yeah, and you look, and as you kind of step down, like I said, it's very flat walls, very Spartan in here. The lights are kind of like higher up, and as you kind of go down, it's a long staircase, a little narrow, and then like a turn, another turn, and then as you get near the bottom of the last staircase, you see there is water lapping up.
Who did that?
Who do you think?
I don't know.
Guy who does
Thank
all
you.
the sound effects.
Yeah. So whoever's at the front, Atticus or Benny.
Seems like Atticus
see-
wussed out and Benny's up front.
Yeah. So you see at the base of the staircase, you can't see into the room because the staircase goes all the way down. But there's like maybe like an inch of water on the ground, and as you get down to the bottom of the staircase, you turn into the room, and the room itself looks like it's maybe a foot or two of water now that's been busted, and you can see across the room that a few of the pipes have been bent in, but you also see, as you kind of like looking, the sound of like and you see the big kind of black and brown kind of hulking amorphous kind of mud creature move around, and it's abruptly kind of quick, but it doesn't seem to have seen you.
Pulls out the hand pistol. It's not as useless. He says with like a smile forming on his face, like, ah.
And you see it's going around, and it's like looking at the wall, and then after a moment it like hits the wall, and you can see like its arm pulses around the wall, and it like forms as it like rips its arm off, and you can see like cracks on the wall where it's kind of like breaking things.
Okay. Well, Benny's gonna like put up his hand, that's holding the gun, and he's like, shh, 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 shh. It's there.
Yeah, Atticus is going to, if he can, read a bad situation.
Okay.
As he gets down, he starts studying everything. Oh my god.
Ooh,
Hey,
Damn, I love.
behold.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna,
Atticus, as you're looking around, you see the thing, right, hits one of the walls, and then after it kind of like pulls its arm away, it disappears. Doesn't seem to like disappear. You see it kind of like gloop down.
weird. The only question I'll ask right now are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
You notice, Atticus, as you're kind of standing there, your friend Benny is kind of focused on the creature. Now, especially now that it kind of like looks like it disappeared. You look at the water, and the water itself looks like it's kind of clear, but as you're seeing, you can see little black clouds starting to pour out into it.
Yeah, and Atticus is like, I'm gonna purify the water. Y'all focus on the creature.
All right, cool. Do we need to? Is it okay if we're in the water when you do that?
I'm gonna say yes, but yes. As he walks off, like stealthily walks off.
Oh
Right.
my god.
And Benny's gonna start like waiting for Atticus to get ready to start doing that as everyone else climbs down, and then he's gonna point his gun.
He's up on his gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they all can start combat. I'm gonna be using magic.
Okay, how do you want to purify this water? This is like the whole
With the
basement area.
gun.
The whole basement area is filled with about 2 feet of water.
No worries. So he's going to
Yeah.
from his he pulled from his like blah 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 plethora of arm tattoos. He pulls out a flower, kind of symbolizing like plants and how and that they absorb stuff out of like soil and water. It's like filtering almost.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to lay it on the water. That's his way of doing that like spell.
That's cool.
And your goal is to make this not like poisonous for you guys?
Yes.
Oh, that's definitely helpful.
I like not poison.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
go ahead and make that roll.
It's my
Well, big
favorite
old
kind of
fan of
water.
not dying.
As the professional sees problems before y'all do. And fucking fails.
You make it more poisonous.
Ah!
So, Benny,
Hi.
How do you die?
you hold up your gun. Are you all like cramped up on the like staircase area, like right in the doorway right there, or have you like stepped in the room and like slowly kind of like filtered out? Where are you all at right now? What's everybody's positions?
I'd imagine.
For a good example, I'll draw a little thingy.
Please do.
So, let's say boop, boop.
I'm ready to kick some ass.
Ready to kick ass and take names.
How many times have
Ready-
you said that, Nick?
Ready to take names and wait.
Ready to eat ass and ready to chew ass and kick bubblegum. Wait.
So
All out of
this-
ass.
basically
Ass.
is like the room. Doop. Like up here would be where the room is. I'm gonna example you because it doesn't look good. So this is the staircase right here. You guys
Yeah.
are right here. This would be where I said the water's lapping up.
Okay.
You step into the room. There are like tables and such, like boop, 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 kind of like a lab, like think like a science lab kind of a thing, like a. And then like
Okay.
up against the walls, there's like sinks, and other things for ignore that dumb line. Uh, uh, there's sinks and stuff like that, and this creature has like broken those sinks, and there's water rushing out of the pipes. And that's why it's like flooded in here. And it's like walking around in between these tables, and you saw it almost like clump down into the water, and then kind of like get back up and start messing with another one. It seems like it's going around and hitting the pipes.
Mm,
So Atticus, you're sitting there. You grab this flower. Well, yeah. So where is everybody? Are you all like lined up the staircase, kind of like on the wall, or have you like some of you stepped into here as you're waiting for everybody? What's up? What's the positions of it?
I ain't going in the water yet.
yeah, I think Teddy is waiting on the wall, seeing what the game plan is.
Benny's gonna be at the lower part. Who's the no picture icon?
That'd be Atticus. He's trying to get the water clean, so he's standing right there.
All right, Benny's kind of leaning against you, kind of looking into the room with his gun kind of pointed, trying to find the monster.
All right, so Benny, you're leaning up against him a little bit, against the wall too, kind of like giving yourself a place to level, and you're scanning the room, waiting for it to pop back up out of the water. And as you do, you see it pop back up on the opposite, but as you right before you're about to pull the trigger, you feel the weight next to you fall out as Atticus. You're in the middle of doing your spell as you throw down this flower, and usually what it would do is kind of like what a drain does. It would like suck all of the toxins from the stuff into the flower itself,
Suck.
and then the flower would dissipate, filtering it out. But instead, we see the flower turn black, and then it almost melts away as a hand juts out of the water and grabs Atticus's neck and pulls him under.
Ooh.
Atticus'
No one's
neck?
taking my bro.
Atticus's neck. So that's why, Benny, you fall to the side because you feel Atticus, your support, go away as he gets pulled down. And there's only a little bit of water, but his whole head and shoulders go. Atticus.
Do I want to negate that?
I don't. Sure.
Because that
is that luck?
He's not gone.
No, I can retroactively warn someone to prevent an attack, but it's my last hold. I don't know if this is bad enough to spend my last hold, though.
It's not. I don't think
we don't know what's happening yet.
Yeah, I'll let you get grabbed.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I put myself in the position.
All right, if that's what you choose.
I guess.
So you see Atticus's whole head and shoulders, like his arms are jutting back out as you get dunked under the water. And Atticus, you immediately as you plunge, you're smart. You hold your breath in your nose best you can, and you open your eyes to try and see. And as you do, you see in front of you, almost like you're like submerged in a lake. You look all around, and there's nothing. You know that your arms and legs are out of it, but you feel like you're surrounded by water. As holding you, kind of like at your chest, you're eye to eye with some creature. It looks like its face is made of the similar mud that you saw in the other creature, but its face is more defined. But in this one is completely black, and its eyes are like two burning coals, and you can see it boiling the water around it as it holds you, and its burning coals for eyes looks you into yours. And I need you to make a weird roll as the creature uses its purge the guilty.
What?
I trust Atticus. Anyone else under that water, I'd be afraid. Atticus, he fellow fighter boy.
I can handle the supernatural kind of decently, I guess.
So on a 7 to 9, your guilt is purged from your heart. You may ask a question of the keeper about this creature as you look into itself as it looks into you, and then you must confess what it wishes. So you can ask a question of me as you look into the creature, and you're shown images and things you don't quite understand as it burns into your soul, and you feel you have to, almost like compelled to give up any dark secrets or any things that you're ashamed of deep down. You have to give it to them whenever they ask. But before that, you can ask a question as you looked the same amount into it.
What is its goal?
To
First place, baby. Winning.
to punish the guilty.
Okay, I can respect that.
Its goal is to punish the guilty, and what you see is a girl. You get a picture, and you see what looks like a young girl, maybe 11, 10 or 11 years old, wearing a like a baby blue, like one-piece tutu kind of swimsuit, and you kind of see that girl for a moment, like standing on a shore, and then you see bubbles in the water, and you feel a intense feeling in your chest of like loss, and then you hear the sounds of crying, almost like sniffling, kind of like crying, and like the distant sounds of like shouts for help, and like the sound of the girl's voice, and then you kind of feel this this imagery looking kind of down. You look at your hands, and you see your hands are like covered in marks, coal smudges, and you can see their workers' hands, and you can see digging as they kind of like look down, and they look up and they look at the wall and the digging, and then you hear the crying, and they look to their right, and you can see mud dripping down. You can hear water, and you can hear rushing water around you as you can feel yourself confined in this place. Your knees are digging in as another clink as there's about maybe a few people around you also digging in, as you can hear the sound of the crying get closer, and then you hear a clink, like almost like a crunch noise, and then water just and you kind of like as you feel that intense overwhelm you, the intense feeling overwhelm you, of like the rushing water and like the almost like not being able to breathe. You get a clear shot of a man stepping onto when you plant like a sign like condemned, you see like a condemned sign, and you see a smiling face of a man who looks similar, but is much older to Abraham.
His papa.
Got it.
Yeah. And then what is the one thing that Atticus wants to confess about him? It doesn't have to be like, it's what Atticus believes is the most important to him. So
Yeah. So there's one thing that he regrets that he feels is the reason his mother doesn't come by too often anymore. And we get like a mini scene from someone else's perspective looking at a younger Atticus. He looks to be around 6 or 7. And he's the young Atticus is looking up at said person with like confusion and fear as he says, "I don't know what you are, but you're not my mom." As the outstretched arms are reeled back from that comment.
Oof.
Yeah, and when you feel that kind of like rush over you, as you are gonna take 3 harm, my friend.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It ignores armor. It's magic.
Yup, I got fucking smacked.
As all of you see him be pulled, and then you see the water bubble almost like, and you can see it steam, as if it's like tar. What do you all do?
Oh shit. My boy gets dragged in. What you fuckers doing?
He gets dragged into the water, like fully submerged.
He's not fully submerged.
Oh,
No.
well, his head and shoulders, I think it was.
I'm gonna fucking try and pull that bitch out. That's my bro.
As Teddy does that, Benny gets the bar and jumps into the air and tries to slam into the water around, thinking that maybe it's around here, got a grip on him.
All right, you just start slamming.
He
Yeah.
just stabs his head.
Stab Atticus. Oops.
You go right through my skull.
I freed him.
Yes.
All right, so you
One
just start
down.
stabbing. You just start stabbing down, and then so why don't you, one of Maddie? Did you say you wanted to help Atticus?
Yeah, I wanted to pull his fucking head out.
Okay,
I
so if
can.
you want to protect Atticus and you want to help them do that by just stabbing at the water, hoping you hit something,
Yeah.
then yeah, you could do that for sure.
All right, so what do I do?
You need to roll protect someone,
Protect. I'm
which
looking.
is tough.
And mine was a
I
help
just rolled
out, right?
tough. Protect someone.
Evan?
Yeah, if you want, you want to roll first to help out because you're trying to do
Yeah,
that.
I just did.
You got a 7?
+1.
I knew I was gonna fail at the worst time.
11.
All
You
right, so
guys
you can
marking your
choose.
experience, right?
Gas station.
That marks my experience.
Nice.
So on a 7+, you protect them, but you're gonna suffer some of the harm. You're gonna suffer some of the harm too. So you got 10+, so you also get to choose an extra. You get to choose one of these 4. You suffer little harm, so instead of the harm going to our friend, it goes to you. This is gonna happen, and you suffer less. You suffer 1 less harm than. Or all the impending danger is now focused on you, or you inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back.
I only get to pick one of those?
One of them, yes.
Oh, shit.
This doesn't affect me, right? Or it does.
It does because you're roped into it as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you would take the harm. But if the danger's focused, it would be focused on both.
Yeah.
No.
I think I kind of want to hurt the monster, but then maybe holding it back would be good. Because then maybe that would get rid of all the black stuff and we can get it on the water and fight. But then also, I don't want to get hurt either.
I'm gonna try to use magic after you guys and try to confine it in an area so we don't have to just splash around in water.
Okay. Should I think suffer a little harm then. Is that cool, Jared?
Sure, yeah.
You're good with that? Okay,
So
we're
then,
gonna.
if y'all want to both be involved, maybe both of you take 1 harm instead of one of you taking 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm cool with it.
So Atticus, you don't take any harm.
Oh, cool.
You're welcome.
We're able
Daddy.
to pull you out before you're actually able to suffer the harm, but in the process, y'all get your arms burned from the water. So Atticus, you get pulled out as you get kind of like yanked from the grips of this thing,
Yep.
and it like sinks back down.
He screams out something weird for y'all, but he's like, "Sorry, Mom."
Yeah, Teddy just kind of hears out like very like just fucking awkward, and just kind of pats you back, and it's like, like, hey man, you're okay. You're okay. You just swallowed too much water. You're fine.
Yeah, he typically never has outbursts like that, and he's just like, oh, yeah, I'm fine, yep. As your magic boy is about to go off.
Go, magic boy.
Go, stupid, stinky magic boy.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, you pull him up. Abraham at the top of the steps is just like frozen and what the fuck. All this shit is happening, doesn't know what to do.
Okay. Well, so, trap a specific person, minion, or monster. I'm not really planning on trapping it, just as since there's so much fucking water in here, I'm going to try to make it in a more confined area.
What do you mean by that? You just want to make it to where like you only have to trudge through a certain area instead of trudging through the whole area?
Yeah, or
Okay.
yeah, pretty much I'm going to have it to where the water like starts to kind of condense in one area instead of just free flowing. I pretty much put it in like this invisible container.
Oh, so you just want to basically shove it up into one corner so there's more
Yeah,
chance. Yeah,
so it's
I
a
got
lot easier to stab.
All right, some elemental control. That's fine. Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, let's roll this magic. $13.
Stupid.
Nice.
All right, so what does it look like? We see some force push shit, or what is it? How do you do it?
So as I see him, all this going on, he's starting to get drowned. They go in there and start helping. I stab my big sword in the ground. I put my thumb in my mouth and I get some of the blood from my obviously fucking bleeding everything. I wipe it up the blade, and as I do, the runes glow blue. A lot of my tattoos glow blue, and I point my hands towards the water, and I start swirling my hands. As you see, the water starts, instead of free flowing, it starts to slowly move into a corner as it's rushing that way, and then it starts to stand still as I put my hands down.
Maybe I don't know. So yeah, we see you like pull it up. And is it like the far corner? Where are you putting it? Right up towards
I'm
y'all?
putting it. I'll put it in this corner, so it's not right next to us, but still pretty close.
All right, so
And now I have +1 forward. Hog.
Ew, gay.
swirly. Hell yeah! So you kind of like pour it up, and then as that happens, you see kind of emerging out of this water, the creature you saw, the 7 foot tall, kind of like partial like mud humanoid kind of thing, as it kind of like steps, kind of like emerges out of the water, and then as it kind of like emerges towards your direction, because you stepped out a little bit to be able to pull it that way. You see a blue, like lightning blue kind of streak slam down as it evaporates into like clay dust, and emerging from the blackened water, we see a about 10, 12 foot tall creature. In one hand, kind of like drooping down, we see a blue, ethereal, sharpened blade pickaxe as its eyes light with a fire and its mouth kind of rips open. We can see there's still like pieces together, and we see like several mouths kind of congeal together under it as it shouts in several voices, "Aware!" as it slams its pickaxe into the ground, sending a spark of blue flame forward, and it charges towards you.
That's horrifying.
Oh shit, charges towards which one of us?
Probably
Just all of
you.
us?
Whoever's in the front, yeah, whoever wants to attack it, it's running forward towards you.
As it starts charging, Benny's gonna rush forward with his thing.
I will run by Benny as I'm not letting my boyfriend get hurt. I will protect him if he gets fucked up.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah.
you wanna rush forward and kick some ass?
Yes. 1 second.
His dogs are fighting.
No worries.
The
But yeah,
angry boys.
yeah. And when it shouts in like several different kind of like male voices, and then you can hear like one very like kind of like high pitched female voice.
I laugh as I think his voice cracked.
Oh
No.
get destroyed. The creature you might as well just die again.
I know how we kill it. We convince it to commit suicide through embarrassment.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
The room also immediately begins to smell like sulfur.
Those
Oh,
are-
Pog.
it's
And you
spoiling.
can you see the pickaxe has like this frost kind of coming off of it.
Oh my God.
So no fire, guys, or else you want to blow up the whole place.
Big boom fire bad.
You see Teddy like puts
Yeah,
out their
so-
light.
You don't have to deal with one monster, but you have to deal with the big daddy.
Big boy.
Oh my God. We're gonna die.
I will protect my homeboy.
All
As
right.
Benny's running, I'm like trying to think tactically, and then I see Benny run. I'm like, be brave! And I just run by him.
Be brave. What is your tough, Benny?
He is
Oh.
dealing with dogs.
He's dealing with pupperunos.
Ah, I see.
So
I'm
are you
going
gonna
to
Atticus,
say
are you gonna
1-0.
tell us what you saw?
If you want to ask any clarifying questions, Brooks, you can ask me.
Yeah, what I got was probably the main one behind this is the high pitched female voice. Wronged in the way of by the original O'Hare, the father that probably died. So I'm trying to remember what did was this person drowned or was it like radiation that got him?
Got it.
The what you saw in the flashes was a little girl in a swimming suit and then bubbles in a lake.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so she drowned.
Drowned and blames it on the O'Hares. Probably for good reason.
Yeah, they probably maybe try to hide it or something. Maybe try to cover it up.
Yeah, Atticus, while seemingly trying to cough up water, would give you
Might be a
details about
Talking to Monster episode.
well, like coughing up water would say stuff like, little girl drowned, mad at O'Hares.
See that at Benny?
I say that to like, I just say it out loud.
I was about to say
Yeah, we got
Benny's
Benny
going to
run.
fight. I don't think he cares right now.
Teddy's probably the only one that hears that.
Yeah, that's what
Abraham also
yeah.
also hears it, but nobody's really looking at him right now.
Yeah.
He starts
As
crying.
he locks the door behind us and bars it and runs away.
No one
Pussy.
will ever know.
Yeah.
No one will ever know.
Set the house on fire!
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I hear you say that and I'm like, what do you mean? And I look over at Abraham.
Abraham's face looks very concerned hearing that. So you rush forward. You are doing it with your iron pick thing, like your iron poker, or is it with a gun? What are you doing?
This one I'm doing with the iron poker since it's rushing in.
Hell yeah! So you just go ahead
Let's
and
do this, Benny.
clash with this creature, my
Clash,
mundane
clash,
friend.
Clash.
The giant warrior's protecting the mundane instead of fight.
What do I roll for that?
Tough.
It's tough, yeah. To kick some ass,
Okay.
you roll tough.
Cool.
You
Fuck
gotta
yeah.
be.
Oh.
If you want to be,
Fuck no.
I can't remember what the thing is. You gotta be tough.
Hey man,
If you want to be dumb, you gotta be tough.
Benny
Fuck
is
it,
the
let's
toughest
do it!
person I know.
Yeah!
That's
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's with a +0!
Let's go, baby.
Hell yeah.
That was with a +0.
So you get to choose an extra effect.
Ooh. Where would those effects be?
Up on the top of your sheet has all the basic moves. You can drop down what they are. They're gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. Do extra harm, suffer less harm, force them where you want them.
Which one is it called? Oh, kick some
Kick
ass.
some ass.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Okay, so on a 10
You can't
plus-
use that move if it doesn't have an ass, by the way.
Oh.
Well, I know what I'm making next.
The assless
Assless
Chapman.
monsters.
I was just about to say the assless.
Bro, if the monster is assless chaps, if I get that in somehow, I'll win.
I win the role play.
So I'm gonna go ahead and because boy wanted to use magic to push him into a corner, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use force them where I want, and then because it was a 10 plus, I choose another one, right?
Is it choose 2? Nope, on a 10 plus you choose 1. On a 7 to 9, on a 7 plus.
Okay, on a 7 to
trade
9
harm.
we hit, and then on a 10 plus I choose one of those. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. So you want to basically hit him back, like hit him with the iron and try to like drive him back into the corner.
Yeah. Just start pushing him.
So you slam, and he goes to lift up his ethereal pickaxe to like slam into your poker, and you slam into it, and you like get picked up with the motion, and you like kick your legs out, and you hit him in the side, and you're basically just doing like taser stun baton hits while he's swinging around you. And he's like, every time he swings, he slings this mud that hardens the second it like leaves his body and hits something. And as you're going, you are trading a blow. So
I will protect him from the harm.
Take one experience.
Oh, hey.
Hell yeah.
That's why I've been trying to run in this entire time.
Hey,
I believe in
I'm really good at protecting people too. Yo, let's just get on this.
XP
Okay.
farm time.
And I get +1 when I roll to protect someone. Let's go.
So right now you're rolling to protect
Benny.
protect him. He's taking 2 harm.
Oh shit.
Because he is swinging. This guy's swinging his axe. He's not double-handed, like trying to fucking pile drive. He was just coming in hot, ready to hit things. So he's not. It's not his full power. He can hit harder than that. So he's coming in with 2 harm as his ice cold pickaxe goes to pierce Benny's side. You leap forward to protect him.
I got you, fam. Eight. Good thing I got a fucking +3, huh?
So on an 8, for
my
protect someone,
Suffer some or all the harm. I don't think so.
How much harm are you at?
So you, let's see, his attack, his ethereal pickaxe does not ignore armor, so armor does affect it.
Oh.
So you would only be taking 1 because he's wildly swinging. He wasn't even, and he's kind of falling back while it's happening. So, you take 1 harm. I don't know if our armor negates that. But you feel. Do you take any harm or not? Just so I can describe it correctly.
Oh, he's only doing 1 harm, not 2?
You're not taking the full 2 harm.
Oh, then yeah, my armor protects me from it.
Okay.
Wait.
So he's swing.
So he's only doing 1 harm total, right?
Yeah, because it said suffer some or all the harm, right? Suffer some or all of it.
Mm-hmm.
With protect, because you were going to take 2, and because he protected you, I decided to go make it 1 because he wasn't the primary target.
Oh, okay.
That's why I decided that.
Okay.
That was the game depends on me making those decisions, changing that up. Otherwise, if I make it the same attack every single time, the same harm attack every single time, I will just kill you. So
Gotcha.
yeah, so
It would do
because
1,
he
and then I
protected
negate
you,
1.
yeah, and because he what was it, got a 7 and 9, but the monster's gonna do something. So
Okay.
he slams the pickaxe against you, and Benny, you're able to like duck out of the way as you take the full brunt of the hit.
I
You
put
slam,
my
but
big sword in the way.
yeah, you basically slide kind of through the sludge, but you're able to hold your ground as he's kind of driven back into the corner, and then the monster is going to like the monster takes 1 damage because you're able to hurt it with the iron poker.
Nice.
Very nice.
As we can see when you get close to it with the iron, you can see its body kind of congeals together almost in reaction to it. Let's see.
Oh, I forgot Ed. Okay, I'll use that for the next one.
So it
+1
lifts up. It's as it gets pushed back into the corner, it reaches back both of its hands, and you can see like the pickaxe just like fades away, like it just lets go and it just disappears, and it reaches back almost like it's gonna do like a big old clap, and it reaches its hands into the wall as almost like just digging its hand in mud. It rips out the concrete of the wall
Oh my god.
and throws it down in front of it into the ground. And I need, I think, Atticus and Teddy, you're still in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So I need Benny. I need both Benny and Wish. I need both of you to act under pressure to avoid getting hit by these the wave of his attack. He's basically throwing these concrete things into the ground and knocking you guys back. Of course.
Okay. So it's just a regular act under pressure, right?
Yeah, just act under pressure.
8.
That's a 5. Got 5 experience.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
If
You
it's
can
gonna
stand.
knock
You can
the
stand your
block
ground.
off,
Yeah, you can stand your ground. If you want.
Wish.
What's it called? Wish. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you.
You get
You can stand your ground if you want Wish. But you're going to have to negate your spell. You're gonna have to release the water.
I
Basically.
will if I get sent back, then I can keep the spell.
Yeah, if you get sent back, you can keep the spell. Basically, it's trying to knock the water back and push through your spell, and if you let the spell go, you'll get knocked out of the way, and the rock pushed away from you, and you won't get hit by everything, and you'll be able to stand your ground, or you can get knocked back and just take the brunt of it and keep your spell up.
Okay, yeah. I'll as I see that's happening, I kind of notice what he's trying to do. I brace myself and I jump back with the rock so I can keep my concentration.
All right, my friend Benny, you have no choice like that. You fly. So both of you get
sorry,
knocked.
hold on.
Both of you get sent flying to the opposite side of the room over here. As Benny, you kind of like slam into the table and flip over to the other side. What was it? You, Mr. Wish, you fly back. You do not suffer the harm, Benny. Though Benny, you take 1 harm armor piercing as you just bludgeon yourself across the room.
Oof.
Oof.
Dead.
I don't even have any armor.
Anime makes it seem like it doesn't hurt that bad when you skid across the ground, but it does.
That way
Like,
is
So you guys
bad.
the whole
are
ground
knocked. You guys are knocked to
water
the
and
other side of
mud.
the room as it kind of like steps back up, and we see it kind of step forward, and
So I got
kind of like
sent
comes to
over
the
here.
edge of the water,
And
and looks over
Atticus.
at you, Atticus.
Cool. Atticus would look at O'Hare and say, "The Your father has done a grave misdeed, and it is hunting y'all down. You must apologize. Admit to your guilt."
Yeah, and Abraham shakes his head and he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. What did we do to this thing?
It was a little girl. Now it's that plus many others that are angry against your family.
And he shakes
Yeah,
his head
Teddy.
and he says, I'll apologize, but I can't do it honestly if I don't know what it's for. I
Yeah.
didn't. And he shakes his head. He goes, my father handled all the coal business. I never touched the mines.
Mm,
Maybe it can just mean something if it comes from an O'Hare. Maybe just try to make it right. I heard monsters are sometimes not born, just made through misdeeds. There could be something you can do. These people were affected by your family.
Abraham nods and he says, I'll say whatever you want me to say. And he's like I just don't want this thing to hurt my family.
Or anyone else. Oh.
yeah. And Atticus kind of like waves him down. And he's like, "I'll cover you."
Okay.
No. Is there anything I could do to try to look up stuff? I don't know if I can. Ugh. To try to find out more information about what happened.
Yeah. Investigative mystery can also be used retroactively. Like maybe because we're in the middle of the scene, you could be like, well, I was actually doing this while they were doing this.
Heck yeah. Please, please,
Yeah, because you
please.
did say you scraped up some in the mud.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to
If
look.
you want to investigate a mystery, investigate the mud and what recesses of knowledge you know about
It'd be like I
said
googled stuff.
monsters.
Sweet. All right. Oh my gosh, 5. I got my first fail.
Ooh.
Are you
Nice.
proud of me?
Get that experience.
Yeah.
I got it.
Unless you want to mark a luck point to get a 12.
Don't
Oh,
do it. That's
shit.
the
Luck
wuss's
point to
way
get
out.
12.
That's the wuss's way out.
I'm marking a luck point. Sorry. Got 12. Give it to me. I think this is
Remember,
a little important at the moment.
also remember that the luck is very hard to get
Forever.
back. Yeah.
It's forever, pretty much.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's worth it in my
Yeah.
opinion.
it's fair.
It's the first
So,
time.
Okay.
Yeah, let me
so,
take it, you drama queen.
I'm just
so
making sure.
instead
I
of
think it's healthy.
whatever I was about to cook up, that doesn't happen.
Thank God.
Instead, you're actually able to get some information while they were healing your boy and getting dressed up for the fight.
Heck
Remember
yeah.
to demark that experience.
I
Yep.
did.
What question would you like to ask? You have 2.
Okay, where that son of a bitch, what did you eat? Sorry, the dog. Um, is there a sheet that I can look on?
Yeah, it says at the top of your character sheet. It says investigate a mystery. You can click that.
Oh my gosh, that's good. That's good. What sort of creature is it?
Okay.
And if what sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is Oscar, stop it, baby. If I say what happened here, can that mean like what happened for this thing to be like this, if that makes sense?
I would ask you how you would know that here. Like how you would find that out here.
Maybe whenever he said maybe I
Ooh.
was looking up crimes that the O'Hare did or things
Mhm.
that happened.
Yep.
And maybe whenever he said like little girl, it like I remember reading an article about maybe that little girl, and maybe that's what snapped. I'm like, holy shit! Like I read that article. I know what happened.
I read
Gotcha.
lolly shit all the time. I know that little girl.
So
Oh
you had
my
some
God.
suspicions. You were so you were sifting through. We get a shot of Benny on their computer, like laptop, sifting through a bunch of different
Teddy.
Teddy. I don't know what I said. Sorry.
He said
Um,
Benny.
my
That,
bad.
that
Benny's
dumb
just better.
pussy man doesn't know how to do anything.
Wait,
Teddy.
who's the
Cross
muscular guy?
in like several different chats, like
Hello.
comparing notes
Oh,
on several different paranormal subreddits, while also on like one or two like deep web, like darknet, cryptozoology sites, and just trading information as you kind of compare the different first-hand accounts of the ebb and dredge and all this stuff, and possible things that happened in Blackwell. We see one pop up that you're kind of like scrolling through and making the connection in your mind with the iron. Now seeing this thing in front of you, it just appeared to like go through things, and then seemed to appear with the water. And you remember one of the articles that you stumbled upon, and you remember a story that was signed off. It was kind of like a small story. It should have been bigger for what happened, but basically, a girl drowned in the Amber Waves National Park
Okay.
Lake Auroras, and it was said local authorities said that her drunk father, um, the father of Shelley Derrickson, Scott Derrickson, that he was not paying attention and she drowned. And there was several sites that cross-reference this with a mining collapse that happened in the O'Hare's industrial mining complex, and um, a they right after that they had to shut down where 12 miners died in the collapse,
Ooh.
and there was no correlation made officially, but there was a lot of speculation from several different people on there that the two were related. And based on all of that, based on what Atticus just told you, you guess that this is a revenant.
Oh.
This is a revenant that someone called to get revenge on the O'Hares.
Okay.
So we just killed O'Hares, right?
Kill
Ooh,
them
what?
all.
Fight
easy.
this thing killed O'Hares.
Easy to do. But yeah,
A
this
lot
is a
easier to
revenant.
kill
So
people.
this is so when you hear a revenant, you immediately know that revenants are ghosts. They're spirits, usually spirits that do not die until what they want to accomplish is accomplished. They will continue coming back.
Oh my god.
And the only way to destroy them is to destroy the what was it? The purpose of their the purpose used to summon them, which typically is the remains of someone they lost. Someone lost.
Oh shit. So it's the little girl.
We gotta burn a little girl?
Yo!
Normally to get rid
This-
of ghosts and stuff like that, you have to burn the bones of the body.
Oh my god.
This shit is metal!
Did you make Benji's picture Tommy Tsunami?
Johnny Tsunami, I was waiting for you guys to notice.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So Teddy has like a literal Jimmy Neutron brain blast moment where everything kind of comes together.
Oh my god. Yeah, I just look up at Abraham and I'm like, it's a fucking ghost.
Abraham like walking down slowly. What?
I'm like, someone literally sent a fucking ghost after you. And I'm like, we can't. I'm like, the only way we can get rid of it is I'm like, if we find the body that they fucking did it with. And I'm like, oh my god, who was? I'm like,
Someone did a ghost?
Abraham like holds his gun up and he's just like, I didn't do anything wrong. I just wanted to see Fictional electronics.
I'm like, no, it was probably with your dad. There was a mining accident. There was also a little girl who drowned in the lake. I'm like, the little girl, it's probably her body.
Yeah, and you can see his face kind of like pales, and he's like, no, he wouldn't have done that. He's like, that's insane.
Dude, someone sent a ghost after you. Do you really think that's insane?
I literally look at him and I fucking point to the mud monster. And I'm like, do you want to try anything else?
And he like looks at you guys like, go ahead and roll and manipulate to get him to balls the fuck up and try to apologize to this thing.
Can Penny help by yelling at him?
Sure.
Help me, Benny.
Meanwhile, our two buff peeps are trying to get the fuck up.
What's his name?
Wait, no, Benny, you're flat. You can't help Benny. You're across the room.
That's what I'm saying. By screaming at him.
Yeah. No, you can't. Atticus could probably help, but
Okay.
Benny probably can't. My bad.
All right.
I was like, wait a second. I didn't think that Atticus was all the way over there.
Yeah, Atticus, you want to help me in any way?
I'm sorry. I did not see your role. I apologize, man.
You're good. You're good.
I misunderstood.
Brooks,
Hmm?
are you listening?
I zoned out. What did I miss?
Feels.
Your character just died.
Man,
No.
about. Oh, just
You stupid bitch. No, I found out what's going on and I told the guy like,
oh,
oh,
I heard
bitch.
that Revenant and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. I just, if you want to help me, because I have to manipulate him, to convince him to apologize, and maybe even us having the two strong boys as we run and go light a body on fire.
I mean, yeah, I don't know where the remains currently are. No.
Well, yeah. I'll just ask him like, "Where's your nearest cemetery?" And we're gonna burn everything.
No.
But yeah. But alright, you wanna help me in any way?
He will help in the way that he has a big ass shotgun.
Apologize.
Wish would look at Benny. He'd see Atticus in the hallway. Benny, go help out Teddy. Atticus, I need you here. He says with far more confidence than he ever says when not fighting a monster.
All right, duly noted. We'll switch positions. You help.
So
Can-
the monster's gonna do something before you both can run across the room. So
Yeah, 6 is
I have to
there.
say, it's not just gonna sit back.
Okay.
Yeah, do y'all want to do something? Because it's standing there for a second. I was
Yeah.
giving Benny and Teddy an opportunity to do
Yeah.
that.
If you, I mean, you don't have to help me. I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my sharp. My sharp's good.
Yeah.
Use
Plus
it.
30 roll to help you out. So
Yeah. Oh, fine. Fuck you, bitch. It's okay. 11.
All right, yeah, he swallows very, very hard. And he looks up and he's like, I'll do my best. And he like hands you his gun as he like steps up past you, Atticus.
mhm.
And he like steps out, and the thing is kind of like looking around. You can see it's just scanning the room, and then when Abraham steps out, immediately you see its eyes burn, and you can see its hand kind of comes out to its side and manifesting pickaxe begins to appear.
Atticus, you're the closest. If he's about to get dead, I need you to go save him.
Yeah. That's
And
fine.
Abraham holds his hands up, and Abraham says, "Creature!" He looks at all of you like, This is
I-
fucking weird.
Do I know the name of the little girl?
Shelly was what the
Okay,
article said.
when he says creature, I'm like, it's Shelly.
Shelly? Shelly. And he says, I don't know whatever my father did, whatever harm he caused you, I am wholeheartedly, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to make up for what he did. But any way I can, I'll gladly try. Please, let me make this right. And he like looks back at you guys.
Yeah. Thumbs up from Atticus.
And the creature looks down at him and it lifts its hand up and with ungodly speed rushes forward and palms his entire face.
Is there any
that sucks.
way I could
He's
protect him?
dead.
Yes, you can protect him if you wish to try. Yes.
Cool.
No, let him
Yeah.
die.